Hey, welcome back everyone. It is now August 4th of 2020. It's quite amazing how fast we're going through this entire year as we get closer to 2021, where the new Star Wars universe really is going to be demonstrated to the Star Wars fans. Of course, The Mandalorian Season 2 is going to start as the very beginning of all of this, where a major change is going to be made to the Star Wars franchise. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, the thing about Disney Star Wars is that we do know that George Lucas, Jon Favreau, and Dave Filoni are all working together as a team to really give the Star Wars fans as much authentic Star Wars material as possible to truly give the fans something to look forward to and to have a new hope. Now, when we look at everything related to what George, John, and Dave have been doing, it's not just for the movies and the TV shows, but it's also for the books, the novels, the comics, the video games, and more. That's truly going to give the fans really something to actually look forward to and be excited about. You know, I think that there's no doubt in saying that after the rise of Skywalker, a lot of fans lost their excitement about the future when it came to this franchise, right? Nobody was really looking forward to the new movies at the time. Everybody was really burnt out on what happened with Star Wars and what Kathleen Kennedy did with Episode 9 by deleting out all of those major scenes and putting other ones in. I digress. However, what's really intriguing, of course, all has to do with one major plan by Disney and Lucasfilm is that, well, to actually have George, John, and Dave deliver authentic material. However, what's really intriguing all has to do with actor Mark Hamill and, of course, Episode 9 as a movie, where, of course, with both Bob Iger and Bob Chapek now working together as a team, they are doing everything in their power to deliver a brand new experience to the Star Wars fandom with their new Star Wars universe that is set to create excitement among many Star Wars fans around the world. Now, it's described that The Rise of Skywalker as a film had a very shaky production for the cast and crew, and that at one point in time, actor Mark Hamill and such had actually a lot of creative differences with Kathleen Kennedy to the point where Hamill wanted to quit from the film due to all the changes being made to Episode 9 at the time. Now, further, it's noted that Mark Hamill had arguments with Kathleen Kennedy about the direction for the film of deleting a majority of his scenes that were in the form of flashbacks and even other Force Ghost sequences that were said to be his best acting out of the entire sequel trilogy that he actually poured his heart and soul into. So in case you guys did not know, let's just stop right here for a sec, is that Mark Hamill was supposed to have tons of flashback scenes in Episode 9. Now, this most likely is because as to why originally Chris Terrio wanted to split the movie into two parts and even proposed this idea to Kathleen Kennedy before she refused to do so. Now, it's described that Hamill was very angry with Kathleen Kennedy since she also refused to use any of his scenes for the pivotal third act of the film, where Hamill was going to be in a major sequence within the very ending of the movie that was described to be a very skeptical scene instructed by both George Lucas and J.J. Abrams on how it was all done for the fans. Now, Hamill was pushed to the edge to the point where he didn't even want to participate in any future Star Wars projects, period, including The Mandalorian Season 3, as the return of Luke with Jon Favreau after the disaster behind the scenes of Episode 9. However, later agreed to be a part of The Mandalorian in a big way for next year of 2021 for Luke's return using the de-aging technology. Now, Kennedy took away Mark Hamill's ability to also use his own lines of dialogue that were all deleted as well, and that Kennedy forced Hamill to retract his statements on how he felt about The Last Jedi and Rian Johnson. Alright, so let me actually go over one thing that I think makes a lot more sense now, is that you guys may recall that Mark Hamill took back a lot of what he said about Rian Johnson and The Last Jedi as a movie. That was all rooted by Kathleen Kennedy, forcing him to retract his statements. I always believed that Mark Hamill was pretty much coming off as if he had somebody behind him saying, you know, you say this or else. That's almost how it came off as, because you don't have an actor looking so disappointed with the movie and saying such things about Rian and The Last Jedi and how he used Luke and criticizing the movie to taking everything back and saying that what I said was wrong. You know, all those different things. It just sounds very, very strange to me. You know, if you can look up on the internet, you can see all the statements, all the interviews by Mark Hamill of how he felt about The Last Jedi. That cannot be undone. It's on there forever, and it really seemed as if Kathleen Kennedy was doing damage control with Mark Hamill pretty much being unleashed, you know, with his overall truthful thoughts of how he felt about The Last Jedi. So, like I've said before in the past, guys, you know, let me know what you think about everything related to this entire situation of everything that happened behind the scenes for Episode 9. And, well, if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.